Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yeah, before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. No spamming in the chat, please. No spamming in the chat. Spamming is when you say the same sentence over and over again. Okay, Taden, hello. Helga says yes, thank you, Helga. Okay, Taden says yes. I do have a shadowing series. Go to my YouTube channel, go to my playlist, and you will see shadowing videos. Many shadowing videos. Okay, Shams, thank you. Baran says yes, thank you. Okay, you can see me, you can hear me. Everything is how it should be. Diva says yes, thank you, Diva. Okay, great. You can see me, you can hear me. Everything is A-okay. As you know, we always start our class with a toast. Whatever you're drinking, pick it up. And right here, I'm drinking water. I have a mug of water, yeah, and we will have a toast, and the toast is for you, yes, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Here we go. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump, and because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, good. So that was our toast for good luck. So that means we're going to have good luck today. We're going to have a great lesson today. And today we are going to do a worksheet. Yes, we're going to do a worksheet. And the topic is positive, negative connotation pairs. Yes, positive, negative connotation pairs. However, before we get to the worksheet, we're going to do an idiom. We always do an idiom. Yes, we do. And today's idiom is pinch pennies. Pinch pennies. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. Pinch pennies. Okay, I'll write it here on the board. If you think you know what it means, write it in the chat. Pinch pennies. Okay, pinch pennies. Whoops, I dropped my paper. Okay, do you know what it means? Do you think you know what it means? If you do, write it in the chat. Okay, well maybe this is a little difficult. You're not sure. Anyways, what it means is to spend as little as possible. Hey, Mary's here. Hello, Mary. Good to see Mary in the house. Great, great, great. Our idiom is pinch pennies. That means to spend as little as possible. Yes, pinch pennies, to spend as little as possible. And of course, I have an example sentence. And of course, I want to see your example sentences. Okay, so my example sentence is, she's pinching pennies to save for her trip abroad. She's pinching pennies to save for her trip abroad. Yes. Oh, I forgot the R. Okay, there we go. That's my sentence. She's pinching pennies to save for her trip abroad. One more time. She's pinching pennies to save for her trip abroad. Right? Pinch pennies to save as much as possible. A penny pincher. A penny pincher is someone who doesn't spend money. No, they're a little tight. They like to hold on to their money. They are penny pinchers, and she is pinching pennies to save for her trip abroad, right? So that's important, right? It's expensive. You got to save enough money. So what you do, how you save money is you don't spend money, right? If you spend money, you can't save money. So if you want to save up for something, you need to pinch those pennies, save your money for what you want to get. She wants to buy a ticket abroad, right? She needs an airline ticket. Maybe she needs hotel rooms, right? She needs spending money. So that's expensive. So she needs to pinch pennies for that trip abroad. Yeah, Helga, to save. Yeah. So let's see your sentences, and I will put 3 minutes on the clock, yeah, and then after that we will do our worksheet. Okay, so here we go. 3 minutes, write your sentences, and it is ticking down. How are you doing, Hannah? Hello, the one. How you doing? I'm waiting for sentences. I don't know if you guys are doing it or not. I don't see any sentences using pinch pennies. So I'll give you guys a couple more minutes and then we're going to change activities. Okay, Helga has a sentence. Yay! Okay, Helga, I can't pinch pennies. I only do this when I'm really low on money. Yeah, I mean, it's if you're you know, you need, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, right? So the money you make from your job or whatever, and that money goes to necessities, right? Goes to food and rent and clothing, right? Things that we need every day. Then it's hard to save, right? It's hard to save. So actually, if you can, instead of seeing a movie, go to a movie theater, maybe, you know, rent a DVD, right? That'll save you money, perhaps. Okay, Todd Den has a sentence. I have to pinch pennies because I am unemployed. Yes, right? So you have to watch every penny. Mary says, I am trying to pinch pennies these days to save some money. Yep. I need to clear my throat. I'm going to turn off my mic here for a minute. Sorry about that. I had a cough. Okay, about 20 more seconds and then we will go to our worksheet. Right? So unless you make more money, if you want to save, you have to pinch those pennies, right? So if you're just making the same amount of money, right? Your job, if you have the same salary every month, the only way to get more money is to save money, pinch those pennies. But if you make more money at work, then it's easier to save, right? Okay, Helga. Smart people know how to pinch pennies. My parents did, for example. I don't. Or okay. Good, good, good. All right, so that was our timer, right? We're ready now. That was a good, yep. So maybe your parents had an easier time to save money, right? Where today's economy, I think it's more difficult because wages are the same, but things are getting more expensive, right? Our salary, the money we make from working stays the same, but taxes go up, food prices go up, rent goes up, right? So if you don't have as much money to buy those things, then it's hard to save money, right? Okay, let's go to our activity, our worksheet, positive, negative connotation pairs. Here we go. Number two, positive, negative connotation pairs. Okay, so we know this, we do this every week. Positive, right? Good feelings. Negative, bad feelings. Connotation, right? That's feelings. We're using adjectives, and of course, adjectives describe things, and there are positive ways to say it and negative ways to say it. And so, depending on what you say, the person you're talking to, they're going to feel positive or they're going to feel negative, right? So it's very important to choose the right words so that the person you're talking to feels positive, right? They have a positive connotation. So let's look at the pairs, right? So a pair, right? One is negative and one is positive, okay? So our adjectives are okay, our first pair, we have frugal and stingy. Frugal, stingy, and they both mean kind of thrifty. So we're talking about saving pennies, right? Saving those pennies, pinching pennies, save your pennies, right? That means, save money. Penny is 1 cent. That's English, right? That's American money. A penny is 1 cent. Okay, so frugal, right? You're thrifty, right? You're pinching those pennies. You're saving money. You don't want to waste money. Where stingy, you're being negative because okay, so if you're frugal, you're gonna not waste money. You're gonna be careful with your money. You're gonna be careful what you buy. Stingy, you can buy it, but you don't, or you're not. Let's say you go out with your friends. You guys go out and have a meal. And so you're gonna maybe look at the menu. You're not going to choose the most expensive, but you're not gonna choose the cheapest, right? You know how much money you have. You know what you want, and so you're gonna watch what you order. You don't want to spend more than you have to. But someone who's stingy, maybe they're gonna order just a side salad, and then ask your friends or their friends for some of their food because they're stingy, right? Just order a meal. No, I'm just going to order a side salad and I want to ask you for some of your food, right? Don't be stingy. Okay, and that's negative. Stingy's negative. Okay, our next pair is protective, overbearing. Okay, here we go. Protective. Protective, overbearing. Overbearing, and that is let's see. It's not wasteful. Oh, so hold on. I have the wrong word. Let me think here real quick. Let me get, so, hold on. Hold on. I need to check here something real quick. I'm sorry, give me a second here. I don't want to make a mistake. I'm checking something here real quick. I think I made a mistake. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I need one. Okay, so hold on one more time. Yeah, okay. Okay, I got it. I'm getting my screen organized here. Sorry, I had to move things around. Oh gosh. Give me 1 minute. I'm sorry. Okay, I got things back to normal. Okay, so protective, overbearing, watchful. Right? And so, for example, a parent, right? Maybe, a mother, and she's, of course, protective of her children, her child, right? She doesn't want anything bad to happen to their child, their children, right? And so that's positive, right? Protective, that's your duty as a parent. You need to protect your children, right? Overbearing, maybe that's like too much, right? You have to, especially as your children get older, you need to give them some freedom. They need to develop as a human being. But if you're just overbearing, you're not giving them space for growth, right? And so that's negative. And both of these basically watchful, right? You need to watch your children. You need to make sure they are doing the right thing. So, so be protective, watch them, but don't be overbearing. Don't watch too much, right? Give them some freedom. Give them some space to make their own decisions, right? That's important, because when they get older as an adult, you want them to, make the right decisions. So we have to give them the freedom to develop their sense of themselves, right? Okay, and then we have one more pair here. The next pair is passionate, fanatical. Passionate, fanatical. Okay, so our next pair, passionate, fanatical. Passionate, fanatical. So, and they both mean kind of devoted. Right? So you devoted, you put yourself there, where you believe in that. You put yourself in that kind of situation where you do what you have to do because you're devoted to that thing. You're passionate. So let's say, for example, a sports fan, right? You have a favorite sports team. You go to their games. You're devoted. You're passionate about that team. you know the players, you know the statistics, you go and root for them, you have their t-shirt, you know, their logo, right? Their uniform, you wear their colors. You are passionate about that team, but you could be fanatical, right? Fanatical, like you are devoting too much of your time to that sports team. It should only be a hobby. It's only a sport, right? You know, people who play sports, you win sometimes, you lose sometimes. You want to do your best, of course. You train to do your best. You want to do the best you can. You want to win all your games, of course. But, you know, life, there are, you know, we win and we lose, right? But fanatical, like maybe, you know, if you lose, you get too upset. If you win, you get too happy, right? It's too much. And so that's fanatical. And they both you're devoted to something. You're devoted to a sports team. You're devoted to your career, right? Your job. You're devoted to a celebrity. Some people, you know, get into certain celebrities or groups, right? Music groups. And they're passionate about that person. But you can be fanatical, right? And that's like going over the line. You hear that sometimes there's news stories of stalking stars, you know. So yeah, so fanatical is negative, passionate is positive. So let's go over the pairs and we'll look at the worksheet. We're going to do the worksheet. We have frugal, stingy, thrifty, protective, overbearing, watchful, passionate, fanatical, devoted. Okay, so let's look at the worksheet. Here we go. We have 3 pages, and of course, all the worksheets are on my Patreon. On my Patreon. Support me on Patreon so I can support you here. Support me there so I can support you here. All the worksheets are there. Okay, here we go. Okay, so like all of our worksheets, the first part, match the connotation pairs, match negative words with positive partners, right? So we have 1 is stingy, 2 is overbearing, 3 is fanatical, and then A is protective, B is passionate, and C is frugal. Oh, thanks for the hearts in the chat. Shooting hearts. Okay, Helga's on the board. Helga's fast. She's always fast. Okay, so Mary, good. Mary's there. So you're saying 1 is C, so let's check it out. So stingy, yeah, frugal, that's right. 2, we have A, looks like A. So overbearing, and then protective, yes, perfect. And then 3, we have B, I see B, yeah. So fanatical, passionate, be passionate, don't be fanatical. Good. Okay, let's go to our next. Yeah, Taidan, very good. That's right, Taidan. Okay, here you're going to choose which adjective for the sentence. You're going to choose which adjective for the sentence. Okay. So 1, Helga has frugal. Let's check out 1. Let's see if frugal works in the sentence. She saved money wisely because she was frugal. Yes, so the key word is wisely, right? So that's positive. Wisely is positive. So frugal, we want to use frugal because it's positive. Okay, Mary, 2, you have protective. Let's have a look. Number 2. He always looked out for his little brother. He was protective. Yeah, that's good. So that's again positive, right? He always looked out for, right? So that means, to be watchful. And so that's a positive way. So we want to use protective. It's a positive adjective. Okay, 3. Let's see, Mary has A for 3. Let's have a look here. Passionate. She worked with strong emotions because she was passionate. Yep, so I agree with that. I think that is positive. It's not fanatical, right? Because she's worked with strong emotions. So that means like she's feels strongly about her job, right? So she's passionate. Okay, let's see. Next we're at 4, right? Helga, you have stingy. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if it works. He refused to spend any money, which made him seem stingy. Yeah. So this is a negative sentence, right? He refused to spend any money, which made him seem. So yeah, so that's a negative connotation, that sentence. So we should use stingy. Very good. So one more time. He refused to spend any money, which made him seem stingy. Very good. Okay, I see B for 5. Mary has B. Let's have a look. So overbearing. Okay, so that's negative, right? Overbearing. So let's look at the sentence. She controlled every decision, making her feel overbearing. Yep, again, that is negative. She controlled every decision. So that's not a positive feeling, right? So overbearing is the proper word for that sentence. She controlled every decision, making her feel overbearing. Very good. Okay, and Helga, you have 6 is fanatical. All right, so let's look at number 6, fanatical. Let's see if that fits. He followed his hobby to an extreme level, which made him fanatical. Yeah, because we have extreme levels. So that's not positive, right? Like an extreme level, we look at that as not, it's only a hobby, right? Don't take it to an extreme. So yeah, fanatical works in that sentence. He followed his hobby to an extreme level, which made him fanatical. Very good. Okay, so that was page 1. We have another page. There's 3, right? So here we go. That's the first one. Okay, let's look at page 2, shall we? Okay, so here we go. 3, rewrite the sentence. Rewrite each sentence using a more positive. Be more positive. So 1, he was stingy when buying gifts. 2, she was overbearing with her children. 3, the fanatical fans scared the players. Okay, so let's make those positive. Good, Tai Dan. Very good. Okay, Helga is on the board. Helga says he was frugal when buying gifts. Yeah, so she made it more positive. Right? So frugal, you're being thrifty, you're not wasting money. You're being careful with your money, right? We have to be frugal these days, right? With this economy, the world economy, we need to be frugal. We need to watch what we spend. Okay, Helga, she was protective with her children. Yeah, so that's very important. Be protective. That's a good parent. Good, Taiden, he was frugal when buying gifts. Good, Mary, he was frugal when buying gifts. Good, I like it, Helga. The passionate fan cheered the players, right? So, right, the passionate fan, right? They're wearing the team colors. They are screaming, go, go, go. And so that's fun. That's part of being at a sporting event. Good, Taiden. She was protective with her children. Good, Mary. She was protective with her children. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit. Okay, I think we could go here. Okay, so we're gonna continue to part 4. Write whether each adjective is positive or negative. So we have thrifty, economical. Good, Taiden. Yep, the passionate fan. Good, Rai. Okay, good. So thrifty is positive. Good, Helga and Mary. Yep, good. Economical is positive. Mm-hmm. Good. Economical, positive. Yep. Stingy, negative. Don't be stingy. Good, Taden. Yes, Rai. Miserly. Yes, negative. Miserly. Well, some of these are new adjectives, so let's read them together. So we have thrifty, economical, stingy, miserly, caring, guarding, overprotective, overbearing, enthusiastic, miserly. Yeah, so that's like Scrooge being a miser, stingy, not sharing. Stingy, not sharing. So maybe, yeah, someone like a miser is like a rich person who doesn't share, like Scrooge, right? The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and that story. So, yeah, a miser is someone who's like rich, but they don't spend they don't like help people. They're mean people, not kind. 타된, caring. Yep, that's positive. Good. Okay, guarding. Guarding, right? So that's being protective, guarding your children, guarding your friends, guarding, like we have jobs, right? A lifeguard. They are protecting the ocean, right? So when people go out swimming, you have a lifeguard watching those people, or like at a pool. So they're guarding. And then you have like security guards, people who watch over a building or a place. So they are protecting an area. So they are guarding something. Oh, good. Alex, I'm going to go for a run tonight. After dinner tonight, I will go for a run as well. So miserly is the opposite of generous. Miserly is the opposite of generous. Okay, let's go over these words one more time and say the positives and negatives. Okay, here we go. So thrifty, that is positive, right? Careful with your money. Economical, that is positive. You're being careful with your money. Stingy, that's negative. You're being too much, right? You're stingy. It's like mine, all mine. And so, of course, you want to be thrifty. You want to be economical, but you want to have friends, right? And and we don't like stingy people. If you're being thrifty, we understand. But if you're being stingy, that's negative. We don't want to be around stingy people. Miserly, that's the same. Miserly, you're being stingy. You're not being very kind. You're not being, you're not a good friend. If you're a miser, you're not a good friend. People don't want to be friends with a miser. So miserly, adjective. Caring, you're being protective. You're looking after someone. Guarding, right? You're protecting. You're looking after. Overprotective, right? Too much. You're smothering someone. You have to give people space, right? Overprotective. You're not giving enough space to people. Overbearing, same thing, same meaning. Overprotective, overbearing, same. And then we have enthusiastic, right? You are passionate. You are enthusiastic. You're devoted, usually maybe to a sports team or a hobby, maybe even your job. I'm passionate about my job here. I'm enthusiastic about doing YouTube. Devoted, right? That's positive. I'm devoted. I'm here every week for you, right? I'm devoted to be here with you. Fanatical, that's like too, right? That's overdoing it. Kind of creepy. You're like, people have a sense of, okay, that's too much. So we have a sense of what is right and wrong. Fanatical, that is over the line. You're being, people understand like, oh, that's too much. And obsessive, right? Same thing, obsessive. Too much. People do not like that. Okay, good. So we have one more page. And maybe you know what we're going to do next. So what we did was we identified the positive and negative adjectives, right? So now we know. So we looked at these adjectives plus others, right? But these meaning, right? Thrifty, watchful, devoted, right? And we added others, some more. So we identified the positive words and the negative words. So you know what we're going to do next, right? You understand our next worksheet, right? You know what we're going to do. That's right, Alex. Too much of anything is not good, right? And when someone is fanatical, someone is like overbearing, we understand like, oh, that's creepy, that's strange, right? So we have a sense of this, right? So that's why it's negative. And exactly what Alex said, right? Too much of anything is not good. So of course it's good to be frugal, right? Thrifty. Don't waste your money. You know, protective, that's important. You want to be protective of your family. That's very important. Passionate, right? Be passionate. Love your job. Be passionate about your hobby. Love what you do, right? To be successful people are passionate, right? And so passionate is good. Fanatical, that's not good. That's strange, right? That's creepy. People don't want to be around fanatical people, right? So let's make sentences now, right? That's what we're going to do now. Make sentences. So let's do it. Let's make sentences. Here we go. It's your turn. Make sentences. We got thrifty, economical, stingy, miserly, caring, guarding, overprotective, overbearing, enthusiastic, devoted, fanatical, obsessive. Can you see those words? Are they too small? Should I make them larger? Let me know in the chat. Can you read those words? Can you read those adjectives? Can you see them? Rhoda, hello Rhoda. Yeah, Alex, sharing is caring, exactly. Don't be stingy, right? Stingy people do not share. Good, Alex. Good, Mary. My husband can pinch pennies. He is thrifty. Very, very good, Mary. You used our idiom with our adjectives. Very good. Okay, Taiden. Kind people are thrifty. Okay, good, Helga. Sometimes I'm very thrifty with my money. It's difficult to be economical. Good, Helga. I don't like stingy and miserly people. Okay, Alex. She is thrifty and always bargains with the shopkeepers. Right? She doesn't want to pay the sticker price. All right, Baran. He is stingy. He doesn't spend enough money on his daily food. Good, good. Oh, Alex, I am devoted to fencing. Interesting. Mary, we have to be economical because prices are rising nowadays. Yeah, Mary, that's a problem, right? If we made more money, then we'd be okay, but our wages are staying the same, but prices are going up. So that makes it very difficult. Oh, good. I like it, Helga. As a rule, mothers are caring and guarding with their kids, but grannies are often overprotective and overbearing with them. Very good. Oh, Taidan, many young parents are overprotective. Mary, nobody likes miserly people. Alex, she's such a caring person that she shares her food with the homeless. Very good. Okay, Denz, he's overprotective of his little sister. I like it. Okay, Rai, he's overbearing nature pushed his friends away. Good, his overbearing nature pushed his friends away. Very good. Good sentences, everyone. Okay, Baran. He is frugal and avoids unnecessary spending. Yes, Helga. I'm enthusiastic and devoted to learning languages. Very good. Okay, Mary. I want to say good. Hold on. I'm going to give a kiss to Mary. Mary, mwah, kisses to you. Thank you so much. It's always good to see you. You know, I'm sorry. You know I'm always happy to see you, right, Mary? I love you. Mwah. Take it easy, Mary. Okay, thank you. Good to see you, as always. Take it easy, Mary. Okay, Hannah. He is very stingy and I don't like him. Taden, when we start a new project, we are enthusiastic. Yeah, good. We just need for a new project. Oh, wait, projects. When we start new projects, we are enthusiastic. Okay, Taden, that's good. I'm sorry, I didn't see the S for projects. So your sentence is good. So one more time, Taden, nice sentence. When we start new projects, we are enthusiastic. Very good. Okay, Dens, she is a caring nurse. Very good. Alex, she's stingy. She never leaves a tip at restaurants. Oh, that's terrible. See you, Mary. Okay, so let's go, let's see, how much more time? Let's go, okay, 3 more minutes. Write your sentences, and then we will do the quiz on top of the chat. So on top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. You choose the best word for the sentence, okay? So 3 minutes. Write your sentences, then we will do the quiz on top of the chat. Choose the best word. Okay, 3 minutes. Write your sentences, okay? Go. Good, Hannah. I'm enthusiastic when it comes to my job. That's good. Okay, good. Good, Alex. The construction workers were paid a miserly wage. Yeah, so That's negative. Not a proper wage. Rhoda, okay. Okay, Alex, I am super duper enthusiastic about learning new languages. I like it, I like it. Super duper, I like that word, super duper. Okay, we're about a minute and a half. And then we will do our quiz on top of the chat. Okay, Rai, he became obsessive about checking his phone every few minutes. That is so true with many, many people. Rai, that's a great sentence. Because I think that's a problem, right? That is a negative, big negative. People are becoming obsessive with their phones, right? It is too much. Taden, I try to be economical with my money, but I can't because I like to another people buy a lot of. Okay, we're gonna fix your sentence a little bit, Taden. Okay, I try to be economical with my money. That's great, but I can't because I like to do happy. We don't want to say that, Taden. We want to say it in another way. But I can't because we can just skip that and say, I like to buy presents for my friends. I like to buy presents for my friends. I think that is better. Okay, ready, Taden? I try to be economical with my money, but I can't because I like to buy presents for my friends. I like to buy presents for my friends. I more or less try. Good, you remember that from yesterday. Yes, Alex. Overprotective, right? Overbearing. I often feel suffocated by my parents who always dictate my choices. Yes. Helicopter parents. Yeah, good, Taden. That sounds a little more natural. I like to buy presents for my friends. Good. Alex, I often feel suffocated by my overbearing parents who always dictate my choices. Okay. Good sentences. I always obsessed with cats. My wife is like that too. Okay, good. Oh, I like it, right? Her stingy attitude ruined the whole dinner because she refused to share anything. I like it. Good sentences, everyone. I always say this. We learn by examples, and so in the chat, lots of great examples, right? You guys wrote a lot of great sentences that everyone can learn from, right? We help ourselves because we're making sentences, and we're helping others because we learn by examples, so everyone can see your sentences. So by you writing your sentences, you're helping yourself and you're helping others at the same time. So great job. Nice. Yeah, Alex, I agree. Great sentences, everyone. Helga, I try to be economical, but a kid inside me doesn't let me do this. It's hard, right? Economical, right? You make the right choice of what you buy, right? So being thrifty, making the right choice, especially buying food. That's what, we need food. We have to eat, right? That's important. But actually, healthy food a lot of times is cheaper than the junky food, right? The junk food is usually more expensive, right? So if you went to the market and you bought bread and tuna fish, you can make yourself a sandwich cheaper than if you went to like fast food restaurant, right? And a lot of times, vegetables aren't so expensive, but people do it, kind of the easy way, and then they might buy a frozen dinner instead of making it themselves. So if you cook yourself, usually if you cook for yourself, it's usually being, you'll save money. If you cook yourself, instead of going out, you'll save money, right? So if you cook yourself, instead of going out to eat, you'll save money, and that's being economical, right? So cook for yourself, that is being economical. And also, if you go to like a clothing store, do you really need that? So being economical is like thinking deeply. Do you really need that? It's a lot of things you have to buy, right? Like you have a hole in your shoe, you need new shoes, right? Or you have holes in your socks, you need new socks. So of course there are things that we need, and you buy those. But maybe you already have a blue sweater. You don't need another blue sweater. You have a black jacket. You don't need another black jacket, right? So that's being economical. Right. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words. Mwah. Yeah, Alex, cook a lot, right? It's healthier and cheaper. Cook yourself. Baran, being economical is not my cup of tea. I like it, right? So yeah, everyone, everyone makes their own choices, right? So make your own choice for your living needs for your life, right? Make your choice for your life. Okay, thank you. All right, well, let's look on top of the chat. There's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. Choose the best word, all right? So let's check it out. On top of the chat, there's a white box. Let's have a look. Okay, are you ready for the quiz? Okay, the sentence is, Maria is very with her money. Hold on, I need water. I got to start again. Oh, if you haven't done the quiz, do it now. On top of the chat, there's a quiz on top of the chat. Do it if you haven't done it yet. Okay, here we go. One more time. Okay, are you ready for the quiz? All right, the sentence is, Maria is very with her money. She never spends more than she needs to. One more time. Maria is very with her money. She never spends more than she needs to. Choose the best word. Is it generous? Is it careless? Is it thrifty? Is it wasteful? Does the sentence go like this? Maria is very generous with her money. She never spends more than she needs to. Maria is very careless with her money. She never spends more than she needs to. Maria is very thrifty with her money. She never spends more than she needs to. Maria is never wasteful with her money. She never spends more than she needs to. Is it generous? Is it careless? Is it thrifty? Is it wasteful? Choose the best word. Good luck. Yes, it is thrifty. Very good. So the best word is thrifty. Maria is very thrifty with her money. She never spends more than she needs to. Generous, that's positive, right? Generous is positive, but in the sentence it doesn't work. Generous means giving money, right? Or like, oh, I'll buy the coffee. I'll help you out. I will share what I have, right? That is generous. So, but Maria, she never spends more than she needs to. So that generous doesn't work. Careless, that is not being economical. That is not being thrifty. No, careless is not being careful. To like care is care being protective, right? Careless is without care. So careless means without care. So being kind of foolish, right? Careless equals foolish. And then thrifty, right? That is what, being economical, being frugal, and then wasteful, right? That is like careless. But even stronger, wasteful, you are doing that on, you just almost like you do it on purpose, right? Like, I don't care, I'll buy that, I don't care, right? That's being wasteful. Yeah, so that's bad. So anyway, so thrifty is the best word for this sentence, yeah. Careless mistakes, right? So maybe students make careless mistakes, right? They are not using their dictionary. They are not being careful, right? They are less care. They are being careless. They're not concentrating on their work, right? Good, Alex. Yep, so it is thrifty. Thrifty is the best word for this sentence. Great job, everyone. Great job. Okay, well, you did it. We did it. So today we did the worksheet. We looked at positive, negative connotations. Pairs, these are the pairs. Frugal, stingy equals thrifty. Protective, overbearing equals watchful. Passionate, fanatical equals devoted. Positive connotations, negative connotations. And then we had our idiom, pinch pennies, to spend as little as possible. She's pinching pennies to save for her trip abroad. So they all kind of connect here. And I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's our regular day. So yesterday I had our live stream, but we didn't get done. We didn't get to this worksheet, right? We didn't do this worksheet. It was planned for yesterday, but I didn't get to it, so I did it today. But I'll be back tomorrow for our regular time, and that's 10 a.m. I live in Japan. This is Japan time. Tomorrow is Thursday, 10 a.m. Japan time. So I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I hope you can make it if you can. Thank you, Taden. I appreciate your kind support. Thanks, Alex. Very kind of you. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your kind support. I really do. Thanks so much. I hope to see you tomorrow. Yeah. And also, please check out my Patreon. Support me there if you can. All the worksheets that we do here are there. I spent a lot of time preparing these worksheets, and you can find them all on my Patreon. Go check it out. Support me there so I can support you here. Okay, Taden, 4 a.m. Yeah, so it'll be early for you. I understand. So, but I'm here on Tuesdays, right? You see me now, so okay. If you wake up early, come and check me out. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. And let's say goodbye, and I'll see you soon, okay? Mwah. Thank you so much. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Here we go. Thank you, Taden. Okay, let's count down and say goodbye together. Oh, smile. Peace and love to you and your family. Be healthy. Stay safe. Okay, let's count down and say goodbye together. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. Peace and love to you and your family. Smile, be safe, stay healthy, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.